Thank God it's Thursday, everybody. I am really tired. I am back on the work grind, so this is me when I'm tired. You don't see me. Bushiroad English Conference Spring 2022 will be happening tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern. I will be hosting a pre-stream and the show itself at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time here. So there will be other people doing this as well. So if you don't like how mine goes, go check out someone else. Like everybody get involved and say hello. But what I have going on my channel, anyways, is I do have a survey. This survey, it's a small little pork chop of a giveaway, but it is a giveaway. What's going on is this survey will take you out to here, and it will be for a TCG player gift card, minimum $15, US only, just because right? TCG player is USA. But anyways, this is the question that you need to answer for the giveaway. We know there's going to be new sets that are talked about. We don't know how many, but I want you to put in 3 of those. You put in 3. Whoever gets the most right will win the gift card. If there's a tie, they'll be wheeled off. That'll be done over the weekend or something like that. But go ahead, fill that out if you'd like to. If you're not in the USA, I apologize, but you can still fill this out if you want to participate. Next up, we have a couple things going on. We have one English release and one Japanese release, and I want to go through that real quick. So, Bang Dream, Premium Booster, Girls Band Party. I read that out of order, but it sounds better to me to say it that way. Anyways, it's celebrating the 4th anniversary of Girls Band Party, which the reason I'm bringing this one up is I've talked about it before, but what you want to do here is check out my video if you haven't and you haven't bought it yet. It's kind of odd, but some people are asking questions to me. I know I got a few last night about this actual set coming up. Some already bought it. So I would have hoped that you would have looked and see what was inside of it before buying it, just because my conclusion at the end of this video says don't buy this if you don't love Bang Dream. I could be 100% wrong on that, but based on what I saw from the January release of Morphonica, Poppin' Party, Rosalia, and Raise the Ceiling, it doesn't tell me that it's going to be that much of a difference. So be careful out there how many you bought. If you're looking to buy it, please watch this video, skip around. I don't care if you do that, but make sure you educate yourself on what's actually inside of there. There are no sign cards. Again, there's no sign cards. It's going to be a collector set minus sign cards, which is weird to say that collector's set without sign cards. Still really odd to me. Next one is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. This is coming out for Japan. I would hope that it's coming out for English. You never know if it will or not. And I wanted to go over this. I don't follow Japan all that closely, the releases. I don't follow what's inside of them normally unless I want something from the set that's in there. I take a look at the card list. Yesterday, the card list came out, and something horrified me instantly when I started looking at this one. So I'm going to go through this really quick, like on the screen. Like I'm just going to breeze by. You may notice something that I showed with HoloLive. So I'm just going to scroll through. As you can see, what I'm going to be pointing out is the fact that all these cards, there's 2 versions of them, right? Like there are 2. And the art basically looks the same, except for this one right here. This one on the screen. But if I keep on going, you're going to see the exact same thing over and over again. And what is happening here, to my dismay, is really this. So inside of the trial deck is going to be one foil version. Every card has a foil version, a parallel version. You can see that right here. It says triple rare, 16 types, OFR, 2 types, SSP, 1 type, and then there is going to be your SR, which is 1 type. And if you add all that up together, we get 20 cards. So every card is going to have a fancy foily version. And I think that's scary to me. I don't like where we're going with this, just because there's going to be all these different versions. And as you can see here, we got your triple rare right there. We have triple rares. We have your SSP, which I will show now. Your SSP Tohru right here. It's going to be interesting, just because we know that this kind of card, I'm not sure. Would you censor that? I don't think there's any censoring. I go to my, is this thing ever going to come out to English? And I see this card, and I'm like, maybe. I mean, this doesn't seem horribly bad, right? Like as in, we need light beams shooting everywhere, and to change the art or anything like that. So I don't honestly know if we will ever see this in English. And this card I said was SSP. It's scary that you have an SSP inside of a trial deck. And just think about this for me for a second. Right? So we have triple rare, we have OFR, we have SSP. How many SSPs should they really be inside of this case? Knowing that you have two OFRs. And I'm like, oh crap. Either they added this for fun, or these OFRs and triple rares is going to take a SSP slot, right? Normally, when we have trial decks, we think in our mind there's going to be two in there. We saw that with Mushoku Tensei. We saw that with Ruby, right? Like you got the Weiss and you get the Ruby if you bought a case. Same thing with Mushoku Tensei. You got a Rudius and you also had a Roxy. In this one, there's one SSP, which is just Tohru, but at the same time, now we got OFRs and we got triple rares everywhere. And more than likely, I think there should be, what we should have one of these cards in every trial deck, right? Like you're gonna get like a foil version in every trial deck. More than likely, you see the triple R more often. How I draw that conclusion, I'm like looking to see real quick if it actually says it on the page. But my thought is really it follows what Hololive is doing, right? Hololive, there was a triple rare in every trial deck right here. It says that either triple rare or SP will always be included in the deck. That's what was always happening here. Oh, yeah, here it says that one of the special cards will always be included in the deck. So it's going to follow the Hololive progression with the triple rares, but Hololive didn't have these OFRs, and it didn't have this SSP actual rarity. What did actually have it was Project Sakai. Project Sakai for this one I got up was for Bad Squad, Vivid Bad Squad. I never played this game, so this is me looking at this for basically the first time. And what you had in this one was you had OFRs and you had an SSP. If anybody knows the actual drop rate for this set, please let me know. The thing that's missing here, right, is triple rares. This thing didn't follow what Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid did. What's going on is you have a mashing together of the ideas of Project Sakai, and you have Hololive. Like you have the triple rares from Hololive mashed together with the SSP and OFRs from Project Sakai. And to show you that, this is Project Sakai's trial deck, one of the trial decks anyways. And as I scroll through here, you're going to see there's not going to be like that heavy amounts of duplicates, right? There are some duplicates, which would be your OFRs, but it's not happening every time. So that, and here's your Miku, the SSP Miku, which looks really nice. I do say so myself, that this actually looks really cool. So this is going to lead to a lot of questions on rarity drop rates for the actual set, and I hope this isn't a trend going forward, because I have not been a fan of OFRs. So just to show you this OFR, we got this one right here, and I'm gonna flick back and forth just to show you the difference. The OFR looks more zoomed into me. Obviously, it's going to be foily outside of that, and the text box is, you know, the white text box is gone, which is nice too. All that bordery stuff is gone, which, you know, is nice. But if we don't know yet, we'll find out tomorrow. If this thing right here, if this OFR takes a slot of an SSP, I don't think many people will be happy knowing that you're getting an OFR, you know, possibly 2, 3, 4 OFRs over this Tohru right here, this SSP. If it's going to be the same where you still get 2 Tohrus, then whatever, right? Fine, great. This actually helps out with not people mapping, I guess, unless you pull the SSP right away. But it's going to be a little sad if the OFR took the place, because I know people have wrote about it. I've talked about it that OFRs taking a slot of another thing is not very good. We've seen like how OFRs with the same art don't do as well. They do not do as well. When you had Sword Art Online, Alicization 2, they actually did have different art, which helped out the price. And it was a very usable card, but it did change the price. But with having the same art over and over again as your OFRs, let me just use that one, not that one. There we go, that one. It doesn't do very many good things. Even though it's a rare card, it doesn't do much for people. Okay, and you have the same thing happening with the booster box. So right here is your booster box. I didn't forget about the booster box. So booster box, right away, you're going to see SSPs. I'll show them right now. This is your SSP. There's 3 of them in the actual booster box. My favorite would be Kanna here out of the 3, just because it's like, if you look at Tohru, look at that one versus, you know, the trial deck win. Which would you rather have? I mean, depend on the person, but I would rather have this one over the other one. But overall, I like Kanna best right here. Oh man, that's a cool one. But what we have on the actual booster boxes, you're going to see there are some differences with art, and this is one of the ones that I'm going to show here. This is an MDR. I was scrolling through this, and one of the things I noticed were these things called MDRs, which would be, I'm going to assume, Maid Dragon Rare, and this one actually has different colors on it, which is nice. It'll be foily, fancy, and all that. But as you scroll through, you're not going to see as many duplicates. I say that, and I'm scrolling through, and now I see duplicates everywhere. So we have this Tohru, and where that first one had different colors, this one right here is basically the same. There's like a different wave pattern in the background. You got some stars, which obviously should be more foily, but I don't like where this is going. I do not like where this is going. And as I scroll through, here's an OFR, here's an MDR, and then MDR. And as I was sitting here for the first time, when I looked at this, I was like, how many freaking MDRs are there, man? Like, I'm going through it, I'm like, MDR. I was like, it's gonna stop at some point, right? And it did. It's this Kanna here, there's only an uncommon, right? We have Miss Kobayashi and common. There's no duplicates there for that one. But there is enough where I was just like, what is happening here? What is going on? And then I take a look at the booster box. Booster box looks like your normal stuff, and then we get to the rarity, and it's like SSP 3 types, OFRs 8 kinds, and then MDR 50 freaking versions of them. I'm like, oh crap. This kind of this kind of sucks. There is no call out to triple rares on here or SRs as well. It's kind of weird. It's I'm pretty sure there are triple rares. I say, okay, maybe there isn't. How about an SR? You hit me with an SR? Wow. There's no triple rare or SR, which explains this. Right here, the stretching your wings. So when I looked at this one, I'm like, where is the version of the foil version of this one? I mean, I'm not trying to point out all these loot cards, but that's what people are going for, right? Like, let's be real here, everybody. Some people are going to be going for this, and I didn't see another version of this card because maybe there isn't. It's an odd choice that some of these were picked for OFRs, MDRs, and I don't see a actual, you know, like a version that probably people would want. I can't believe there's no triple rares. Is that for real? Is this thing breaking? Nope. This thing is dinging at me and it's telling me, yo, it's not here. So, okay, that's odd. All right, so booster box is a little bit different. But there was enough of these, 50 of them. How many people actually like that was my thing. I don't want to harp on this Marvel thing, but remember you had Marvel stampings, you had Ruby with the stampings. I feel like over the past couple of months to last year, they were like, okay, let's give collectors what they want. Let's just give them foily stuff over and over and over again. And I think that's where we are. That's why we're seeing all these triple rares, OFRs, and a high abundance of them, especially with that trial deck. It's crazy to me. I don't like where this is going. I do not. do not like where this is going with all these foily different versions and stuff. I mean, Magic the Gathering went down that path. I know you could say, well, Kamigawa is doing okay, but like if you look at the other stuff with all the different variants and all that, not so good. So I don't like it. I don't like having all this. I'm glad I'm not one of those people that feel like I should have every card. Because if you are one of those people that should have every one of these cards, I wish you good luck. It's going to be an expensive road, and I don't think they're pulling back anytime soon. That's where we're going with this one. So that's going to be brutal. Just want to point that out. If you are into Maid Dragon Maid, geez, it keeps throwing me off because it's written this way. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, good luck to all of you tomorrow or whenever you get your product. Obviously, it comes out tomorrow. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really watched Japan to know like when people actually get their stuff. So we'll see. I'm imagining a bunch of stores are gonna have openings. I thought someone said people, whatever, was opening it early. I haven't seen it myself or seen any pictures, so who knows. But in any case, good luck. It's going to be brutal. If you know about the rarity drop rates from opening, let me know. I think that'd be good to know because this is just a trend that's going to happen in the future. Triple rares, OFRs, SSP, and trial decks. And I would imagine booster box, we're going to see a whole lot more foil stamps. So anybody that loved all those foil stamps from Marvel or Ruby or anything like that, I think we're going to see a heck of a lot more of them, especially since we know we got Tokyo Revengers, and I thought there was those Tokyo Revenger rares. Tokyo Revenger rares, TRR. Does that sound familiar to me? Let's go. One more. Quick. TRV, Tokyo Revenger. They use the V in the middle. Okay, whatever. TRVs. Yeah, look at this. 7 SSPs, 14 TRVs, 8 triple rares, no OFRs. We haven't gotten there yet, so we'll see. One day we're gonna be hit with like all this junk. What about Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan 41 parallel. So we're not quite there yet on the English side. I know this. I know Attack on Titan is eventually going to come out for JP, and Tokyo Revengers is coming out for JP as well. But I wonder if it was like it was designed at two different times, and we're eventually going to hit that point in like where we get a bunch of foils and a bunch of OFRs. Anyways, it doesn't matter. All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Survey you need to do by Friday when I wake up in the morning. But as always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Later.